I enjoyed that. Game Pass, daily quests to turn in for my Game
Greetings,
Pass.
Imperial brother.
We could just chat for a little bit.
Greetings, Imperial brother.
Oh my god. Alright, here I go.
Greetings, Imperial brother.
Marion Crook. Thank you, Marion Crook, for following.
Greetings, Imperial brother.
Wow.
Greetings, Imperial brother.
Thank you, Foamy Redhead, for following. This is so ridiculous.
Greetings, Imperial brother. Greetings, Imperial brother.
Thank you, hello 9905 for following. I appreciate it, man. Why would
Greetings,
you delete
Imperial
Umsky's
brother.
message? Don't delete Umsky's message.
Greetings, Imperial brother.
Thank you, Devin Cito06 for following.
Greetings,
Why are you deleting your
Imperial
messages?
brother.
What is she saying? Thank you.
Greetings,
who else?
Imperial brother.
Thank you, Swangsy, for following. Oh, I have no
Greetings, Imperial brother.
points. Greetings, Imperial Brother.
Greetings, Imperial brother.
Thank you, Japanese, for following.
Greetings, Imperial brother. Greetings, Imperial brother.
Thank you, Inzahu, for following. This is the stream. This is what it's gonna be.
Greetings, Imperial brother.
Bali, don't delete our messages. What are you doing, man?
Greetings, Imperial brother.
Thank you, Heckdark, for following. I appreciate you, man.
Greetings,
2 hours of
Imperial
greeting
brother.
Imperial brother. That's what it's gonna be. Make a song
Greetings, Imperial brother.
called "Greetings, Imperial Brother." Emmett3 haha. Thank you, Chinek
Greetings,
Numbers, for
Imperial
following.
brother.
Alright, who else we got here? Who else is following? Look at my beanie. It's getting really
Greetings,
messed up at the top.
Imperial brother.
Thank you, Dumpster Dude, for following. Max is doing well. Thanks for asking.
Thanks, man.
He gave me a mango earlier. Thanks, man. I know they're not real people, Baldy. That's why it's funny that I'm saying thank you, because they're not real people. That's the joke. It's a funny joke. We are going to do Skyrim next, actually. That's the plan. Hey, they stopped. No more Imperial Brothers. They're all gone. Wow. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Did you end up fixing the 360? I bought a new 360 online, and so it's going to come anywhere from Monday to Friday. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, though. My Xbox went kaput. It got the red ring. So, RIP. It served us very well. But I'm just trying to get the memory off of it now. I know. Big RIP. Imperial Guard.exe has been unleashed. That's literally true. Were you able to recover the... No, I don't know. I mean, they should be all on the hard drive. But I've not found a way to get it off the hard drive. I plugged the hard drive using a cable to my Xbox One, but it wouldn't read it. And for some reason, none of those saved files were in my cloud, so I couldn't get it off the cloud. So my only hope is to just put the hard drive on a new 360 and then hope it's still fine. I got my 360 for $20. Wow. Lucky. I found one for $75, and it was like the cheapest one I could find on Amazon, so we will see. Yeah, it's super dumb. I don't know why they make it so hard to transfer data through the Xbox, but they're from one Xbox to another, but I really do want to get a PS4. I want to kind of stray away from Xbox, especially after this. This has been so obnoxious. But Ben got a PS4 to keep him entertained during the quarantine, and he got like God of War and The Last of Us, and it came with like it was like a bundle deal. And yeah, PS4 just has so many games that I want to play. I want to play the remastered Shadow of the Colossus. I want to play God of War and The Last of Us, and there's like a bunch of others that I can't think of right now. But there's so much. Oh, Unfinished Swan. There's another one I want to play for the PS4. There's like a lot. They just have more creative games in general. Xbox really only had like Halo and Gears of War, and now that's like over, pretty much. So yeah, I don't know, man. Get a PS3. It'll cost you like $5. Yeah, Unfinished Swan is a beautiful game. From what I've seen of it, I played Edith Finch by the same company, and I really liked it. I'm waiting for the new Xbox. Not sure if I want to get the PS4 yet. What is the new Xbox? I haven't heard anything about the. I feel like Xbox One and the PS4 is still so new. I'm so behind. Wow. Oh yeah, it's the one that really it looks like a big box. Each model keeps looking more like a box. It's ridiculous. It like stands upright. Xbox 2? Is it really called the Xbox 2? If it's called the Xbox 2, it's pretty dumb. It's Xbox Series X. Yeah, the new Xbox does look like a little tower. It looks like my Wi-Fi tower. It looks like the same kind of thing. It's so silly. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I really. Yeah, this has been so annoying. Okay, Emily. We have a gaming PC, but it's in Max's room. So, if I wanted to stream on the PC, I would have to stream in Max's room. So really, Max should stream, and he's talked about maybe he will. I don't know. We'll see. But just as things are now, yeah, I don't know. It wouldn't make sense, and especially now because he's working from home. I feel like he really needs to be on that computer from like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Any famous composers inspire your music compositions? I don't know, man. Probably George Gershwin, the most. In terms of like songwriting and stuff. And I was really into Astor Piazzolla and Paul Schoenfield in high school. And those guys really shaped a lot of my initial compositions, for sure. Jeremy Soule, not really, actually. I mean, he's great. He's really good, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's like changed my views on composition. He does a good job. I love the soundtrack for Star Wars Bounty Hunter. He did a really good job with that. And of course, The Elder Scrolls. I don't know. Have you guys heard of Austin Wintory? He did the music for, I think it was just a game called Journey. It was an indie game. And then he did the music for another indie game called Abzu. He does a lot of indie games. But he's like a serious composer. I mean, music for film and games serves a purpose. So, I mean, not that it's not good, but that it's clear when you listen to it on its own, it has a function to, like, you know, the Skyrim music is very atmospheric, and it does a great job of, like, immersing you into the world, but I wouldn't necessarily call them, like, great standalone compositions. Like, you wouldn't, I mean, people do, I'm sure, play them in concert, but without Elder Scrolls being there, they don't really exist, or they wouldn't exist, and they don't really stand alone entirely as compositions, I think. But this guy, Austin Wintory, he strikes me as like a serious composer. Like I would put him up with a lot of 20th century guys. I was just blown away by the. I haven't actually played Journey yet or heard the music from it, but when I played Abzu, I had like very low expectations, and it was just like it was on the Game Pass. It was free. It was an indie game. You had like a little robot guy swimming around, and the music was like okay. Some of it was like MIDI, but as it progressed, there was all this very technically impressive and very well written and sophisticated choral stuff, and it worked. Like the soundtrack fit perfectly with what was happening in the game. In a lot of games, like even Elder Scrolls, for instance, if you're fighting someone, the fight music will just sort of fade in, and then when you're done, it goes away. But in this game, a lot of the events were sort of predetermined. So there would be like a sort of a track you swim through, and so the music was written to accompany that exact track. So it, even when you would like splash, when we would breach the water with all these fish and stuff, the music would accompany that, and it was really beautiful. It was like a ballet, how it was perfectly in sync with what was happening on screen, and it was just very impressive. It reminded me a lot of like Arvo Pärt's choral stuff. If you guys are familiar with him, he's a great composer. So that, look out for Austin Wintory. He's very good. Sounds like Tom and Jerry. What do you mean? With just the music like accompanying exactly what happens? Like in Tom and Jerry? I mean, I guess, yeah, that does happen in Tom and Jerry. But that also happens in like every movie ever. That's a big one in Star Wars. Because I guess there are like, when you hear like Hans Zimmer music, if there's like an action sequence, it'll just be like it'll just be like some rhythmic thing that kind of pulsates through the whole sequence. But John Williams is another guy who writes cues specifically to exactly things that are happening. Like when the Millennium Falcon comes out of that monster, that like asteroid monster in episode 5, and it does that like spin. There's like this big harp glissando, and when Luke is falling on Bespin, there's that like chromatic descending line, and even more specific stuff like that. Like it's just every single shot and what is going on in every single like second to second beat of a scene, he like follows it exactly. And some people like that, and I guess some people don't like that. Remember Ellie was on here last time I was streaming, and she was like, I think she called it too whimsical or something. And yeah, like on its own, again, if you just listen to it, certain tracks from Star Wars on their own, they seem arbitrary because they have all these weird random changes, but when you watch the movie, it fits very tightly and exactly with what is happening in the movie. And I like that. I enjoy that when they're like perfectly in sync, like a ballet. It's cool. I dig it. All right, well, Baldy, what are we gonna do about the bots? I don't know how it's. How could it be bad for me if I had nothing to do with it? Like, I don't have any control over this, so I feel like there's no way I could be in trouble. But I don't know. Bot accounts. Most, I don't know, websites are good with deleting bot accounts, so maybe they'll just get deleted. With the and only Jules. We will have a meeting with the and only Jules. This vid is proof you're innocent. Yep. I'm here to ask Jewel Gamer. Let Twitch know. How do I do that? Twitch. Many bots have followed me. Thank you. Favorite food? Ooh. I really like chocolate. And I really like a good steak. What I eat regularly, I guess, would be eggs. Baldy knows all about the eggs that I eat frequently. Oreos are very good. Oreos are super good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big, I'm not like a sophisticated foodie. I eat a lot of Taco Bell. Taco Bell's pretty fresh. What do you guys like? Oreo D tier. What does that mean? Wes Johnson's favorite food is pot roast. Pot roast is really, really good. Fanny, I like scrambled eggs, but I prefer like any other kind of egg. TBH. Wes Johnson rocks. I agree. He's a great man. And pot roast is very good. So cool, you guys met him. He was a very kind man. What is pot roast? Ugh. Umski's getting angry at pot roast. She's getting confused. She's getting belligerent. Baldy. Mute her, ban her. Bacon on scrambled eggs and sourdough bread. That's pretty good. That sounds pretty good. See, there's a lot of stuff I like. I eat most things. If I'm not like allergic to it, I'm probably gonna eat it. So, Big Mac is great. I like the quarter pounders. Double quarter pounder with cheese from McDonald's. Ooh. And I had last week I had Carl's Jr. for the first time in a long time, and that was amazing. I had the spicy, what was it called? The spicy Western burger or something. I don't know if it's like a regional thing, but damn, it was good. Very fresh. Carl's Jr. and Wendy's are like super high quality and fresh in terms of like, I don't know, just fast food. But Taco Bell is supposed to be the most healthy one. So next time you go to Taco Bell, don't feel bad because it's the healthiest of the fast food joints. Burgers, yes. Wendy's is great. It is great. Burgled. What's burgled? Burgled. Brrr. Freaking love fries. Fries can be great, but they can be awful. Some places have like really good fries. Some places have like sort of dry, tasteless fries. McDonald's has good fries. In-N-Out has good fries. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm texting. McDonald's fries are the best. Emmett, are you wearing full Spider-Man costume or only a shirt? Yeah, just, I was stringing up bad guys, and then I came in through the window, and it was time to stream, so all I had time to do was take off the mask, So, yeah, I got the full costume on right now. Emmett is fat Spider-Man. Spider-Man is my model to not be fat. My dream is to actually fit in a Spider-Man suit. That'd be pretty epic. But I actually can't. My nose is too big. The mask looks weird. It's like the shape of the face when I put the mask on is like a triangle. So I could never be Spider-Man. OMG, he's not fat. It's okay. We joke on Discord that I'm fat. It's been a long running joke that I started, really. Banning all Emmett hate. Fenny's feeling defensive. Where's Max gang at? Fenny, retreat. Your assault is not going well. Oh, man. Where would you travel once the lockdown is over? I don't know. Taco Bell? Which I do anyway. So nothing's really going to change. Max gang. More like Max gone. True. What the fuck? Hey, 5 more minutes and I will have streamed for 2 hours. It's pretty cool. It's pretty epic. 7 minutes to 2 hours. Man, I miss going to Japanese. When did you go to Japanese, Jake? That's pretty cool. I'm craving Chinese food. Chinese food, that's another good one. Chinese food, Mexican food, they're all good. As long as they don't have any kind of peanuts. Otherwise I die. Since first day of lockdown, you've craved Chinese food? That's funny. Can you not get Chinese food? A lot of restaurants are still open. They're like doing takeout and stuff. I just had Domino's the other day. Went in and picked it up. Any good recent movies? I haven't seen a new movie. I haven't seen a movie in theaters in a long time. I think the last one I saw was Uncut Gems, which was good. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I've heard that Jojo Rabbit's supposed to be good. My dad's seen more movies. What is this? I'm trying to find this. You see that hair right there? There it is. Now I got it. My dad's been watching a lot of movies. The Boy 2 is out. The Boy 2? It doesn't sound like a horror movie. I don't know what it sounds like. Yeah, Jojo Rabbit's supposed to be good. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood's supposed to be good. I haven't seen that one yet either. I'm lagging on the movie gang. And there's that new Pixar movie, Onward, that I haven't heard a single thing about it. But there's that. Yeah, I don't think, what is in theaters right now? There's like nothing in theaters right now. So it's weird. It's kind of nice actually to not, there's no movie buzz. I can't remember the last time there's been no movie buzz at all. So enjoy the peace and quiet, guys, because everything's going to be back to like loud and fast when all this shit's over. Onward looks super lame. It looks stupid. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Pixar's finally on the decline. After that one guy died. I guess it was the main ideas guy that came up with like Toys R Us. Oh my god. They came up with Toy Story, and like all their initial ideas died in a car crash. And ever since then, everything's been kind of on a steady decline. Jake, you probably know more about it than I do. But yeah, you'd be a great addition to Pixar. Do you know what I'm talking about, Jake? I forget his name, but yeah, he was the guy behind all those classic Pixar films, and I know he also was like the storyboard guy and one of the artists behind the Brave Little Toaster movie, which is really good, and you can totally see the connection there between the first Brave Little Toaster movie and like some of the OG Pixar movies. Ratatouille. Yeah, Ratatouille was pretty good. I liked Wall-E a lot. Wall-E was cool. Ratatouille. And then I even enjoyed like Cars 2 was really shitty. Well, it wasn't really shitty, but in terms of all the other, if you hold everything against the light of all the other Pixar movies, it was pretty lackluster. But like I even enjoyed Cars 3. Cars 3 was kind of fun. And of course, what was the one about the mind? All the different emotions in the girl's mind. That was pretty fun. It was a little heavy-handed, I will say, but it was fun to watch. And then the one about the Day of the Dead in Mexico. The dude wants to be a guitarist. That one was really good. I forget what it was called. I'm just guessing that was Pixar. Coco. Yeah, Coco was really good. Coco was super sick. Yeah, remakes are Disney is done, bro. I'm not excited for Mulan. They're trying to make it like gritty and action packed. Oh, so cool. Just give it a rest, dude. The cartoons are good on their own. We don't need to like make everything full of CGI and HD and just resurrect it every 20 years or whatever. Yeah, it's really sad. Up was sad AF. You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I really wasn't affected by Up. I was kind of bored.
Oh my, yes.
Oh.
I'm feeling especially delightful.
Anti-Gremlin, thanks, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. Up didn't hit me as much as I guess it hit everyone else. And The Incredibles 2 was weird. That was like the same exact plot as the first one. I love the first Incredibles, but the second one was like the same situation, just over again. It was weird. What up, G? I appreciate you, man. Did you just get here? Because I was like about to get off. Our goal was 2 hours, and we just passed it, at least by my mark. Speed Racer, dude. Speed Racer was such a good movie. It wasn't animated, but it was like very cartoony and heavily CGI'd. But yeah, Speed Racer is great. Speed Racer was so good. What was that, like 2007 or something? It's an older movie, but oh my god, that's a good one. It's got John Goodman as the dad. That was a great movie. Yeah, you're right. That one just kind of came and went. I don't think there's a significant enough like Western audience behind Speed Racer to like pull that one up. I guess that's why this kind of came and went so quick. But it was a good one. It was a really good one. That's what I remember after I saw that movie. I went and got like a poster of the original cartoon, and I had this huge Speed Racer poster in my room for like years, for like 10 years. I had this massive Speed Racer poster. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Incredibles 2, but there were just so many parallels to the first one that I was like, I don't know. And it had been so long after the first one that it was like you're expecting it to be like the best thing ever. That once, Into the Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse was fun. That was super fun. I didn't understand the Japanese robot spider. That was a little weird. I feel like they could have done like Spider-Man 2099 or some other iteration of Spider-Man other than that weird Japanese robot thing that really wasn't a spider. But I enjoyed it otherwise. Nick Cage, yeah, he was Spider Noir. He did a good job in that. Favorite Miyazaki film? That's hard. I don't know if I could pick a favorite. Arrietty is your favorite? Wow, that's an interesting choice. I'm not against it. It's just interesting. I did enjoy Arrietty a lot. I like, I don't know, man. I'm pretty vanilla when it comes to my selections. I like, my top three Ghibli films, I love all of them. There's not a single one that I don't like. But I think my top three, not just Miyazaki, but Ghibli films, not in any specific order, would be Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, and then Grave of the Fireflies. Grave of the Fireflies is incredible. And the one I still haven't seen, I'm really excited to watch it, but I'm also scared to watch it because I know that after that, there will be no new Miyazaki movies for me to see, is Kiki's Delivery Service, which is supposed to be like a classic. So one day I'm going to watch it. But I'm really, really holding off on watching it because I'm never going to have that excitement of like a new Miyazaki film again. So that's a precious thing to have. Yeah, Arrietty was good. It was like The Borrowers, that book The Borrowers, about like the little people that live in the house and they like steal shit. Mononoke was amazing. Yeah. Porco Rosso, the pig pilot. I watched that like once. I couldn't fully get into it, but I'll give it another shot. And Howl's Moving Castle was like my sick movie. It was my go-to sick movie. When I was little, it was Empire Strikes Back. Whenever I was homesick, I'd throw on Empire Strikes Back. And then like in high school, it turned into Howl's Moving Castle. Yeah, all the Ghibli food looks really delicious. They do a good job making good-looking food, which is hilarious. Yeah, I don't know, man. Ghibli's they're one of the most untouchable groups of filmmakers that there are, I think. They're definitely I think they're better than, well, you can't really compare them, but I think their body of work is, as a collection, a little bit better than, Pixar as a collection as well. But, I don't know. They're both amazing. They're, some of the top. It's funny how that animated stuff is usually way more emotional than anything live action. It's cool. It's a whole other art form. Umski, I did not see Sin City. You know how I feel about gratuitous violence. It makes me sad. I don't want to see the Lord of the Rings guy's head on a spike or whatever. So I'm not gonna watch Sin City. That's just my personal thing. I can deal with violence if like the rest of the movie is, I don't know. I can deal with violence if it's handled in a certain way. But when it gets like super goofy and over the top, it just like, I don't like it. I don't know. That's why I can't watch Tarantino movies. They just make me sad. I know it's supposed to be like cool and kind of funny, I guess, but it just puts me in a bad mood. It's very good though. ... I can do it, Fenny. It's not like I'm like get queasy or something. Oh, it makes me sad. Same with slashers. I've talked about this before though. Like when I watch like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the only thing I take away from that is I'm like, wow, that's really sad. It's too bad. All those people died. So yeah, I don't know. I don't like enjoy it in any way. Nothing against people who do, but yeah, I don't know. Which one? There's a lot of Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. The one from the 70s is supposed to be great. But again, I just usually, I know I'm not going to like them, so I don't really put myself in there. Watchmen was good, yeah. That was a good one. Like the only good Zack Snyder movie. The Game. What's The Game? I've never heard about that. Favorite book? Hereditary for sure. Would be my top one. And then in my top three would be Hereditary, The Exorcist, and the original Alien. Those are my three favorite horror movies. For sure. The Shining is top spook. The Shining is obviously, like, the cinematography is unparalleled, but it didn't like freak me out the most. It didn't really freak me out. It is a beautiful movie and it's like unsettling, I guess, but it didn't really like scare me. Hereditary sucked. It sucked? Well, okay, so what kind of horror movies do you like? Imperial Wanderer? Because that'll probably give us a better idea of why you thought it sucked. I get spooked with Monsters, Inc. It was disturbing but not scary. Okay. So, again, like, what's one of your favorite horror movies? Because I think it depends on, like, what scares you. In Alien, the scariest scene to me is when she's on the computer. Okay, so yeah, Friday the 13th, Halloween. Oh, not scary, but just... But see, those are slashes. And that's totally cool, but I just, like, that stuff doesn't affect me. The scariest scene to me in Alien was when she's on the computer and she basically discovers that this was kind of like preordained, and that the company that they're working for is not on their side. To the contrary, they kind of were hoping that they found this alien, and they don't really give a shit if they all die. So that, like, the moment she discovers the situation, I can't speak. The moment she discovers the situation she's in is, like, horrifying to me. Like, the implications of that are what is scary. Like, seeing blood and gore and jump scares aren't really scary to me. But those overarching notions are what scare me. That's why Hereditary was so scary to me. Because at the very end, you piece it all together, and it's the same kind of thing. And just the idea of everything that transpired and how high up and how, like, hopeless it all was from the start is what is like, oh shit, to me, you know? The Conjuring. Okay, see, yeah, okay, so you like jump scares and horrific imagery and stuff like that, which is totally fine. But, like, for me, I thought The Conjuring was pretty bad. I think all those, like Annabelle, The Nun, they're very, they feel very cheap to me. And they're like fun to go with a group of friends, I guess, but they don't really scare me, I would say. Yeah, I don't know. Those movies feel very safe. They don't, even when bad stuff happens, it doesn't feel like bad stuff is happening, if that makes sense. I can't describe it any better than that, but it just, I don't know. Like I'm very aware that I'm watching a movie the whole time, and yeah, I can't really get into it. I haven't seen Annabelle or The Nun. um, you don't have to. They're fun if you're like one night you just throw it on and you got some friends over or whatever. Oh yeah, Us. I wanted to see Us. It's not a movie. The Rona is real life, my boy. Favorite Aaron of Sky film? I've only seen Pie by him, I think. That's the only movie I've seen by him, but I enjoyed it. Us, ass. Thank you, Fanny. Oh man. Yeah, I've heard It Follows was good too. I haven't seen it, but I like the concept. Us was pretty good. Oh, Us was the one by the guy who did Get Out, right? Yeah. The other one looks pretty cool. There were also some plot holes. Yeah, his plots get pretty weird and a little convoluted for me. The Platform. I'll have to check out The Platform. I just got Netflix back and I like forget that I have it. And of course, again, it wasn't scary, but I had the privilege of like watching The Sixth Sense without it being spoiled for me. So I really went in fresh, and that was great. That was like one of the top like, oh shit, plot twist movies ever probably. And I'm just like, I'm glad that no one somehow, because I watched it when I was like in high school, I think my freshman year. So I had somehow gone all that time without having anyone spoil it for me, and it was great. So if you guys don't know what happens in The Sixth Sense and you haven't seen it, then give it a watch like right now before anyone spoils it for you. Gamers rise up. Yeah, The Shining. Again, The Shining was like good, and it was obviously that director's the most meticulous guy when it comes to cinematography. But it didn't. The scene that freaked me out the most in that was when he's like making out with that hot girl, and then it turns into that disgusting like swamp hag. That was the scariest scene by far for me. Although like running around with the axe at the end was just like, I don't know. You kind of knew it was gonna happen, but The Happening is that when all the people like start killing themselves or whatever. I haven't seen that. It looks kind of fun. Yeah, the creepy shitty scenes in the rooms was the scariest part. Yeah. M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. M. Night Shyamalan had a movie called, I think it was just called The Devil. It was about a dude in an elevator. He was stuck in an elevator. And it was really, really good. I don't want to say anything beyond that, but it was very good. So The Sixth Sense, I think it was called The Devil. Those two are really good. And then I did like Signs. Everyone like shits on Signs, but I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. Alright, guys. I think I'm going to take off. Yeah, Signs is good. Yeah, I don't know. I thought everyone liked Signs too, and then I don't know. It's just the internet. There's always going to be someone. Jelly Side Down. What are you talking about? Is that a movie? Jelly Side Down? What does that mean? Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. We're going to get to the bottom of this. Oh, that elevator movie is just called Devil. Thank you. Yeah, it's a good one. We're going to get to the bottom of this weird bot follower thing. And thank you all. Again, I'm gonna try and stream more regularly. I'm making it a rule of thumb to like when I play a game, I'm just gonna stream it because why not? It's good incentive. I'm super lazy, and I need to like lay some groundwork for me if I want to get anything done. So that's my rule. All right, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you around. Take care.